and I'd have to give a lot of props to my wife Jan, because before I met her, I knew what I wanted to do. I was working in a music store. Napster had come out. It was Blockbuster Music at the time, and we were doing $2 million a year in that store, right? And within 1 year's time, it dropped. I think we were over 2 million one year. The next year we went like $800,000 is what the store made. Well, when a company drops that much money, over $1 million just in one store, as a big company, they're going to be losing money hand over fist across the board. So I saw the writings on the wall, and I'm like, crap, I got to do something. I got to get the hell out of this, because this ain't going to last. So I'm like, well, I've heard about this eBay thing. I need to learn what this eBay thing is. I had not been on the internet. I didn't have no money. I worked $10 an hour with child support and still had to live at home with my parents because, and they didn't have money. So I'm living in the attic at my parents' house, right, which had no air, had no heat. So, in the wintertime, I'm freezing. The temperature, what's in where I'm sleeping is what it is outside. When it's warm outside, it's double the warm inside because it's just it's an attic, right? So, I was just, I wasn't down and out. I was enjoying my life still. And I started doing tattooings for a little bit. I did tattoos for a while. Did that for a couple of years to get a little bit of extra money. And what I was trying to do was save up to buy a computer. At that time, it was going to take me $3,000 just to get a computer. And I think that was the cheap end. At the time, they didn't have all these laptops that you can go out and spend for $300 and you got a laptop. You're looking at $3,000 to get a whole computer. So I'm trying to save up, trying to do this, and then I had a friend who worked with me, but he had internet access and stuff. So I talked him into, I'm like, hey, if I give you something to sell on eBay for me, will you do it? Because I wanted to test the water, so to speak. And this is back when, I don't know if you guys remember Laserdiscs. When Laserdiscs were big, they had released the Star Wars box set on Laserdisc. And I don't know, they was clearancing it out. And so I bought the box that we had it marked down to like $60 or something at the store. And that's a lot of money for me at the time. I was living, paycheck to paycheck. I wasn't living paycheck to paycheck. I was going in debt, okay? With just gas and food and whatever. And so I dropped $60 on this, taking a gamble. Say, hey, can you take this home, put it up on eBay for me? Keep whatever percentage you want. I left it up to him. I'm like, do what you want. Keep whatever percentage you want for doing it for me. I just want to try to resell this online and see what happens. And a couple weeks later, he walks in and he hands me a wad of cash that was equal to my paycheck. And I'm just like looking at this and going, a light bulb went off and said, I know what I need to do, where I need to go. I just turned $60 into a paycheck by just, making a decision. So that's where it started with the whole, wanting to get on eBay and sell stuff. So I was saving up for a computer. Then I met my wife, and we moved in together and whatever, and got married. And she knew what I wanted to do, so we moved into this house. She bought me my first computer, because when we met, I had nothing, like I said. And so she bought me my first computer. And I had already worked, in music stores for 9 years at that point. And so I had, a lot of personal CD collections built up, because that was my escape. I didn't have the shoes. I bought CDs. I bought music. Like I said before, that was relaxing for me to go out and hunting for a CD. And that's what I did even before the business. So I had a huge collection, plus the free promo stuff you get from working in stores. So I got the computer set up, and I started selling, some of my collection online, some promos and whatever, even going out hunting for stuff. And that's where it started rolling. And then we ended up buying some businesses out and investing more money into it. And it put us in the hole pretty quick. And then, like I said, we took a lot of gambles on stuff. And, I just lost where I was going. But yeah. So I mean, if it wasn't for her to, even though it put us a little bit in the hole, I mean, I'm 10 years into it now, and like I said, I haven't worked a day in the last 10 years because it's what I love to do and it's what I wanted to do. And I felt like with her help, I have obtained, the ultimate goal in life. I can die happy today, and that's just it. So I had to give big props to my wife for getting me out of a stale situation, out of the ghetto, by speeding things up for me. Because I mean, I was headed in the right direction. I knew where I wanted to go, and I was doing little things to get there, like doing tattoos and stuff. But I wasn't working in a shop. I was just doing it. I had a carry-around kit that I went to people's house and did their tattoos. So I wasn't making that much money off of it. I never pursued it because I didn't have no mentor, nobody teaching me. So I was kind of learning as I go, and I don't know. I felt like I wasn't picking it up as quick as I wanted to, so I kind of dropped it way back when. I haven't done a tattoo in about 12 years, and then about 6 months ago, my wife bought me a whole new tattoo kit, and I haven't touched it since. But so I need to get that set up and get started on rocking out some tattoos again. If you go to kitcrazy.com, you can find me. If you find me, go into my pics, and you can go in my folder, Me Creative side, and you'll see some of the tattoos I've done over the years there, along with some drawings and stuff I do. But yeah, she was a big help in everything I am today, because she sped up my life. I was always a day late and a dollar short, pretty much. I was the late bloomer. I was always the person behind, trying to catch up. And she was already successful at what she wanted to do and what she was doing, and she helped me tenfold get where I wanted to be. So gotta love someone for that, right? So and then she puts up with this, right? So I mean, she has her moments, but who doesn't? So that's it.